Hey everybody, welcome to Up Missoula.
Hello, welcome. How's it going, everybody out there? We got a great show for you guys tonight.
Yeah, we got a lot of different categories.
Tonight? I don't know what
Tonight, yes, tonight. We have a great show for you guys tonight.
Yeah, today, this morning.
But for today, like, if you haven't already noticed, I got rid of my beard.
Yeah, I did notice that. I was going to say something, but...
We did say something on Monday, but you weren't here, so this is new to you.
What's the news? What's the deal?
Well, the summer camps are over. August, the beginning of a new month for me, especially me because it's my birthday this month, and I just want to get a fresh start, fresh look. Sometimes, I go with...
Are you going to regrow the beard?
Not for a while.
Okay.
When I at least have one beard once a year, but then it's gone for...
I think you look very regal with it. So.
Well, it makes me look older, but now I look like a little kid.
Yeah, maybe now just after you got rid of it, but we'll get used to it.
Yep. So one thing you guys can totally be looking forward to is MAGs, Media Assistant Grants. These are programs shot by MCAT for organizations ranging from nonprofits and beyond. Mostly nonprofit, but any organization interested in utilizing MCAT's equipment, which involves high-tech equipment from full HD cameras to Final Cut X to Adobe Premiere, all that stuff provided to edit and shoot all your programs.
Yeah.
Not to mention you can come in here yourself and do and learn it all yourself.
And we do a lot of editing for the mags, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we shoot
we shoot, Ron shoots, and then of course Ron does all the editing for it all.
Yeah.
Sometimes he throws me one of the videos. It's like, I'm not gonna edit this. I'm not gonna film or edit because he's like a huge vegetarian, and he did not shoot the Carnivore Classic that was a while ago, and I shot the Carnivore Classic.
Yeah, or something like the rodeo or something where.
Yeah,
cruelty.
Yeah, but we're not doing the rodeo this year, so just so you guys know that the rodeo's not being done this year. So, well, I mean, the rodeo's being done, it's just not, we're not shooting the rodeo.
We're just not shooting it.
Just, Okay, so, anyways, the first thing I want to show is Big Data Week. It's not little data, but it utilizes a lot of little data, so people have a good explanation of what just the heck I'm talking about.
Yeah, let's see.
So this is the first one.
But Best Buy has a lot of money. They have a deep technical bench. This must be hard. It must be expensive. So I sat down and carved out 4 hours on a Sunday afternoon and said, well, I'm going to do what Best Buy did. And I'm going to put hours of operation and lat-long codes and phone number and that kind of information into our business website. It took about 20 minutes. Keep in mind, I had never written this kind of programming before. I had studied it, I had talked about it, I had talked to the developers who were doing it.
And that's going to be on tonight, just look for it. And then the next thing that's going to be on is the Native American Senior Dinner. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I think it's the title kind of explains it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is another another show that's going to be on MCAT either tonight or tomorrow night. I don't know exactly when. I could just quickly double check. I'm gonna try to keep talking.
And one thing that we should be talking about is that the MCAT channels are changing.
Yes.
Right? And it's changing from it's changing from 7 and 11 to 108 and
189 and 190.
189 and 190.
And it's gonna be the PSA is running on MCAT on a constant loop, and it'll be constantly running.
So 189 and 190. Those are the new channels for you to check out MCAT on.
So Big Data Week is at 5 p.m. and I believe it's the fourth or fifth part. It was a big series that we shot in a week, and there was a lot of successful people who utilized the internet to move their business forward into the future.
And it's an international thing with cities like London.
And I think it's good for anybody who owns a business to look at it and see how they utilize data and like how helpful websites like Yelp really help your business. It's like if someone writes a horrible review about your restaurant, it's like, ooh. And like I people can totally like take advantage of Yelp too, because I looked at Yelp and the first comment was like, oh, this place is the greatest thing that ever was, period. And there's the next comment below is just like, this place is like the worst place ever. Don't ever go there. Don't listen to the first comment. They are just blowing smoke up their own
So you had
butts.
to read a couple more comments.
You have to read as many as you can because,
Yeah.
I mean, you can have one really great review, but you have to, if you really want to check it out, you have to look at all the reviews. I mean, like, if you look at Rotten Tomatoes, if you see, like, one bad review, you're just like, I don't know. I'm not, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like when you were going to see a movie and people were like, it was like, oh, that movie was great. That movie's awesome. Then you look online and the critics are like, oh, that movie's, like, the worst movie ever. Like, 5% approval rating. And then it's just like, a lot of times people are like, I like movies because they're great entertainment. And other times it's like, oh, I only see movies that the critics say are the best movie ever. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut and be like, if you like the trailer, you should go see the movie.
Absolutely.
Yep. And of course, there's the Big Data Week is at 5 p.m. tonight, and then 7:30 tonight, it's going to be the Missoula County. Oh, they're honoring the Missoula County Public School Indian Education Department, and it's a special event honoring them for graduating seniors. So here's a little taste of that.
And has a few words to say.
Good evening, my name is Hannah Weasel. I am Matthew and Jaylene Weasel's older sister. Glenda's my mom. I'd like to first and foremost congratulate all the graduates. You guys are awesome.
Okay, and that was a little bit of that, but as you can see in that little flash frame, that there's the Missoula County Public Schools Sentinel High School Spring Concert. So it's the orchestra, and that's going to be on Thursday. I am almost 100% sure it's going to be on Thursday. Thursday the 7th, which is at... Yeah, no. I don't know. Just look for it. I'm not even sure what's going on here.
Well, how does one look up MCAT programming? Since we're there.
Great question. So you go to our website, boom, and you see that MCAT has changed the channel, OVS, and then you see Watch Now. This is where you can watch us streaming live right now. You can see our schedule. There's the Channel 7 schedule, Channel 11 schedule. Channel 7 is more of our public access, while Channel 11 is more of our government access station.
Yeah.
And you can see what's all this great stuff that's on MCAT.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. But
Very
of course,
cool.
if there's any last minute changes in the schedule, then we'll try to keep it as up to date as we can. So let's see.
We do have a phoner with Leslie Schwab. She's going to talk about the Historic Preservation Western Montana Oral Histories project going on at the fair this month. So
Wow.
that'll be interesting.
Cool.
And we've got some city council to talk about.
Yep. But first, I want to talk about weather. So we'll take a look outside at our little 15 frame per second webcam.
Nice.
Look at it downtown. There's the courthouse. There's wardens. We're not sponsoring wardens, but it just happens to be kitty corner across from our building. Spruce Street and Higgins. And today is going to be a great day because I'm going to look at the weather, and it should be, it's going to be mostly clear, high into the low 90s. It's going to be nice and sunny throughout the week. And then this weekend there's a slight chance of thunderstorms, which I'm pretty sure will definitely pass Missoula, but watch out for it in eastern Montana in the general areas.
I was just at Yellowstone, and it rained there the whole time I was there. Must be the higher elevation or something, because the mountain is trapped in all the moisture, and it was raining and pretty cold the whole time I was there. So, last 2 days.
Yeah. So I want to play a little game with you, Josh.
Okay.
So Hallmark makes a lot of Hallmark original movies.
Yeah.
And I decided to make my own little game out of it. And the game is it Hallmark or is it complete bullmark? So I'm going to read you the synopsis of the movie.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me if it's an actual movie from Hallmark, original movie, or is it complete hogwash.
Okay.
So let's see. I'm going to import that. Okay, here it is.
All right.
It's the story of two young lovers who go away on their honeymoon only to get trapped in a small town in Vermont. They are bored, but soon realize that there's more to this town than meets the eye. The town houses annual treasure hunt to hunt for the legendary gold of the town. But for the couple, they find more than just gold. They go on this journey not only to find themselves, but to grow as a couple like they never knew they could. The story involves a bed and breakfast, an older famous actress playing the part of the concierge, and the couple are played by a lesser-known actor and actress from like soap opera circuit. And the movie is called Honeymoon Charm. Is this a Hallmark original movie or is this complete bull?
I'm gonna guess it's a real movie.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, it's complete bull. I completely made that up.
Oh. Well, that
All
was
right.
good.
I'm going to give you a second chance now.
Okay.
So the second chance is that this is... All right, so a young journalist girl is not happy with her big city life, and she'd hope, and it's starting to show in her work. Her editor sends her back to her hometown, where her parents run a fireworks stand, basically. It's her family business. So the 4th of July is coming, and when she arrives, she runs into her ex. And instead of writing her story, she is distracted with the chance that they could be together. But does he feel the same way? And the movie's called When Sparks Fly. Is this a Hallmark original movie, or is this complete hogwash?
I'm gonna guess because I already guessed it was a Hallmark, and you said no. I'm gonna go ahead and guess again that it was a Hallmark movie.
You're right.
All right.
It is a Hallmark original movie.
But I would have never been able to tell. I would not have been able to tell.
I could really write my own Hallmark movie.
You should. Well, tell us about the movie you just did with the kids camp. That was amazing.
Well, we did A Fish Worth Catching. It's the story of two young boys, two brothers who go fishing, and it turns out their old fishing spot belongs to a corporate villain, a Mr. Potter kind of personality.
Yeah.
So they get arrested, and the boy tries to appeal to the mayor, but the mayor is in the rich guy's pocket. So it's just like, oh, what is he going to do? So he starts petitioning and tries to get what needs to be done. And whether or not he succeeds in the end of the movie or not, but he definitely stands up. It's a David and Goliath story.
Tell me, how did you come up with this idea?
I came up with the idea because of something you told me. You told me about this. There's this one property owner in eastern Montana. I think it's like the Cherry River.
Yeah.
And you told me that there's one guy preventing any kind of river access to the river.
Yes.
And because he owns so much of the land already, he thinks he's entitled to the natural resource that comes from the river.
Right, yeah.
So that's what basically the movie's about. Yeah. It's a political drama.
We did a Missoula Current on that, I believe. It was one of our other shows we did.
Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what I got it from. And then Christian told me that it kind of like the Huey Lewis and all those guys up in Hamilton. They're having kind of like the same issues up there with, private access to a public right.
Huh. Cool. So it's very pertinent in the political forum of today.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. So when we come back, we'll let's see. Oh wait, I totally forgot to show the Hellgate High School Spring Concert. I totally spaced it.
Well, let's see that.
So we'll show that, and that's going to be on either tonight or tomorrow night. I'm pretty sure it'll probably be tomorrow night around 7, but here's a little taste of that, followed by a little PSA made by our very own intern, Melissa Cook. So we'll be right back.
I remember my first time. I just keep thinking of the moment when I first picked it up. Freedom. That's what it gave me. Freedom. Sometimes I can feel that feeling when I first looked through the lens. I can remember my first frame. It changed me. I don't know what I'd do without it. Once you try it, you can't go back. When you're on film, you're not in control.
Welcome back.
All right, we're back with Leslie Schwab from the Western Montana Oral Histories Project. Leslie, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So tell us about what's going on at the fair this year.
Well, this is the third annual Oral Histories project that volunteer historians have set up at the History Center at the fair this year. And we are recording stories from Missoula residents who can help provide us with historic background information on Missoula's neighborhoods. And it's quite possible that your stories could be incorporated into a history exhibit at the Fort Missoula History Center in spring.
Wow, that's awesome.
Do you guys also, hey, Scott here, do you also do the Stories and Stones as well?
We do participate in Stories and Stones in the fall, yes.
Nice.
Cool. Well, let's go back to the Oral Histories Project. What should people bring? I mean, should they bring stuff like pictures and memorabilia and stuff like that when they do the interviews?
Yes, if you have pictures from like the 1950s and 60s or before, and it shows like your house and the neighborhood and the people that live there, we can record those at the History Center and then give them back to you as we're talking to you.
Very cool. So what's the overall goal behind this?
The goal is to kind of fill in the blanks in terms of the written record. When we do research, we primarily use archival documentation that we find in libraries and collections and newspaper articles, but that doesn't necessarily give us the day-to-day information about how people live and what's important to their lives and their neighborhoods. So that's kind of where we're filling in the gap with these oral history projects.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, one thing that we should definitely get out there is when exactly are you doing this?
We will be out there today after 1 o'clock up until 5 o'clock, and Thursday from 1 to 5, and then Saturday pretty much in the morning until we run out of people to talk to.
And where at the fair can people find you?
It's in the History Center, and that building is located between the Culinary Arts and the Ag Building, and next to the Bingo Hall, and about 2 buildings down from the bathrooms.
Awesome. Very cool. Is there anything else that people should know? I mean, is there anything else that people should know about before they decide to go do this?
There is free admission today for seniors at the fair, and between 11 and 1 o'clock, free admission every day of the week. And Thursday is Kids Day, so kids come in free.
Cool, very cool. And are you mainly looking to talk to seniors, or could you talk to kids as well, or like younger people?
Well, it's primarily the older crowd we're targeting, because they have the historic record in their minds, and their stories are interesting. And we had 3 people out yesterday, and we gathered a lot of information that may not have been easily accessible otherwise.
Wow. What were some of the facts that you gathered?
Oh, just about the different stores that were in the neighborhood that disappeared over time. And, one gentleman told a story about how you would gather bottle caps and a bread wrapper to get the money so that you could go to a matinee at the Loma. And that's just not, you would go scavenging your neighborhood for bottles to recycle or bottle caps to turn in, and that's how you fund your entertainment budget.
Yeah. That is fascinating. Well, before we go, do you want to tell everybody again when this is happening?
Okay, it's at the fair, and today we'll be there from noon, or about 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and Thursday from 1 to 5, and Saturday morning and early afternoon.
Great. Well, is there anything else, Leslie?
No, I think that's it. We appreciate you are helping us gather information for this research project.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you very much for being on the show, and we'll talk to you next time.
All right, thanks.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, we'll be right back right after this.
Really? What's going on? Hello, Andrew. What?
It was just a dream.
Well, stop sleeping on the piano.
And we're back. That's the little video that they made for during movie making camp when they had for some free time.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
So you got some city council stuff. So something to do with naked bike riding.
Yep, it's called Bear As You Dare, and it's happening Sunday, August 17th at 10 a.m. on the Riverfront Trail, right in front of Boone and Crockett Club. The ride will start at 10:30, and in order to do this Bear As You Dare thing, they had to get a city permit. And basically, at City Council, a bunch of people came out at City Council to do public comment. To
protest.
To protest, to protest this Bear As You Dare naked bike ride. So let's listen to what one gentleman has to say.
My name's Christopher Price, and I come to speak about the Bear to Dare ride. While I understand the City Council was not the council that approved this ride, it was the mayor who gave the permit, and he's not here. I would like to ask you to consider one thing. The indecent exposure law states that indecent exposure consists of a person knowingly or purposefully exposing a person's genitalia under circumstances in which a person knows the conduct is likely to cause affront or alarm in order to abuse, humiliate, harass, or degrade another. I'm disappointed that the mayor has asked the police, the city police, not to attend this event and look for those riders who might violate this law and arrest them. There will be those folks in town who will be alarmed by this, and they will feel harassed. And I believe that it is the city council's job as well as the mayor's job to ask the local police to arrest those individuals who might violate this law and prosecute them. I understand the city attorney has looked at this and feels as though that this may be free speech. I disagree with his interpretation. And I believe that there will be lawsuits brought against Missoula if this is not done the proper way. Thank you.
All right, so that was that gentleman talking about the legal aspects of indecent exposure. We've got another gentleman here talking about how everyone in the crowd is basically here to speak out against this bike ride. So let's listen to this gentleman.
So I sent another email to Mayor Ingan today explaining that, and I'm here today to plead to find some way. There's got to be something to do that we cannot have these types of events in Missoula. My parents were both born in Missoula. I was born here. I've chosen to raise my family here, and I'm here to plead with you to try to find a way to cancel this event. I don't see any purpose in this event. We all said the Pledge of Allegiance as we opened this meeting, where we said this country is under God. I don't think God approves of public nudity along our riverfront, beautiful property here in Missoula. And so that's why I'm here. I'm pleading for a way. I can't do it myself. I'm pleading for you to find a way, for Mayor Ingen to find a way to not allow this to happen. I know a lot of people in this room are not going to have a chance to speak. I wondered if those that are opposed to this event would at least raise their hands so you can see how many of us are here to be against this event. And how many are here that are for this Viking event? Please find a way to not allow this to happen in our city that we love. Thank you.
All right, so that was that gentleman talking about.
You probably shouldn't laugh.
No laughing, complete.
But yeah, he was being serious, and we have to respect people's wishes for the most part.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about it, but we'll try to stay as unbiased as we can, like freedom of expression versus indecency.
Yeah, and I mean, again, any of the opinions do not represent Charter Communications, the City of Missoula, or Missoula Community Access Television.
Yeah.
So,
but I didn't have an opinion.
No, we didn't have an opinion yet. Okay. So at any rate, here's another gentleman, and he is quite vocal, has a lot of enthusiasm about being against this bike ride. So let's listen to him.
Measure of your decision. The mayor, city council, all of you work for and represent us. Have some professional courage to stand up for what is right and what is moral. Speaking, not streaking. You call indecent exposure freedom of speech. You say it is no big deal. You have to be kidding me. These people have every right to speak. Sexual exposure is not speech. There are better legal ways for them to clearly express their points of view at any time. I'm a professional, born and raised, grew up my whole life in Missoula, not some radical transplant from Oregon or California or somewhere else. In all my years, I've never seen anything so disgusting as the approval of this measure by the city. We have young children who should have the freedom to go anywhere in our city without the fear of indecent exposure. The supporters of this say it's not sexual. Are you kidding me? Do you think we are that ignorant? People are going to be parading around our town naked. How is that not sexually offensive to the majority of our families in this community? I'm telling you now, this is offensive. Sexual assault by very definition. You're opening the door to more future sexual crimes in our community, a community that we're trying to stop this kind of thing from happening.
So that was that gentleman.
Yep.
Very
many of these speeches, and we are kind of running out of time, so I kind of want to recycle this show for the next half hour.
Sure.
So I just want to leave out on a note, you probably have, Marilyn Marler has something.
Yeah, I have a Marilyn Marler quote. I don't know if you want to show it.
Yeah, let's just show it real quick, and then
let's just show it.
Without getting into too much detail, I heard a few people mention that there was a vote of the city council that was 10-2 in favor of the Bear As You Dare, and there was never a vote at city council about it. It followed our standard event permitting process, which doesn't come to city council for a vote. There's a ton of parades and festivals and things that don't come to city council for a vote. So that I don't know where that rumor started or where it came from, but that it's so specific, 10-2, and there wasn't a vote here. So I want to thank you all for your comments. Thanks for coming down.
All right, so that was Marilyn Marler kind of saying, "Hey, there wasn't this specific."
Yeah, it wasn't up to the city.
Yeah. So that was that. We'll have more information on it as we go. I'm sure it's going to be quite a controversial topipic, but that was city council basically.
Right. We're going to have a couple more things that we're going to post onto our website. So if you want to check us out on our little Facebook page, we're going to post some comments and questions about the Bear As You Dare, and also on our Twitter page as well.
Yep. So voice your opinion. Let us know what you think about
Bear it all about Bear As You Dare.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of inappropriate, but. Yeah. So for Wake Up Missoula, I am Scott Ramf.
And I am Josh Menny.
So thanks for joining us. I hope you have a good day, and
we'll see you on Friday.
Mm-hmm.